Today, we're talking evil masks, chainsaw hands, and appropriate for ages 10 and up, but not for cowards. It's Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx 16.
Groovy! Whoa!
I hope you made lots of spaghetti.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Beyond presents Retro Game Club. We're your hosts, Joe, Eric, Ryan, and Jacob Vanderlosky, and today we're talking Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx 16. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and jump into our Word of the Nerd section here. What do you guys got going on? What kind of nerdy stuff you guys been doing past couple weeks?
Since last episode, I finished Metroid Prime 2, and I even beat Metroid Prime 3. They're pretty good games. 3 was definitely my favorite.
Really? You like 3 the best?
Yeah, there's just stuff in the first 2 Prime games that just kind of annoy me. But I feel like the third game is just like, it got rid of all that stuff, and it's just like, you know, just, how do I say, like, I don't know, just the most enjoyable.
Okay.
But now I'm playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and that's a pretty good game.
Nice.
So it's also like really nice looking too. Like Kirby's movements, it's just like he's so flexible. It's a really beautiful game.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that. I need to get that game.
Yeah, I've been wanting to check that one out.
You gotta get it on Switch too now.
Yeah,
For
another
$90 or whatever.
$450 again.
Yeah. Yeah, for the Metroid Prime 3, I don't know why I don't remember liking that one much. I think it was because it was too big. Doesn't that one have like multiple worlds?
It has like there's 3 planets you can visit.
Yeah, the planets,
and then
right?
there's like a spaceship or whatever that you can explore, but there's only like one piece that you like really need from it.
Right, yeah. I don't know, I think I like the second one the best.
Yeah, I put 3's the one on the Wii, right? That's
Yeah.
the one we had.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
still good. It was still fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Did you actually play that on the Wii, or did you emulate it?
Yeah, emulated it with the there's a version of Dolphin called the Prime Hack.
Yeah.
And has like certain modifications that like make it easier to play and you know, stuff like that.
You use a controller, or was it mouse?
Controller.
Okay, yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a short time since we recorded last, so
Yeah, this was actually a
just
quick
been
game.
grinding on Splatterhouse.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, I mean, I got a couple things. Actually, we like trivia in this house, so I got a quick question for you guys. What was the first cartoon to be based off a video game? Do you guys know?
First cartoon?
Or what was the first video game to have a cartoon based off of it?
The earliest I can think of is Pokemon, but I don't think that's right.
No, it's before that.
I'm thinking the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, but I don't think that's correct
that's what
either.
I'm thinking.
It's closer, but it's before that.
Yeah.
It's a popular character. Everybody knows this character.
Pac-Man?
Yep. Pac-Man was the first video game to have its own cartoon. And I've been watching them. They're not bad. It's 1983, I think they are. I mean, they're 80s goofy, but they're actually not bad. I'm actually enjoying them. So
Yeah, that's
Nice.
interesting.
Okay.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah. You got Pac-Man. You got Miss Pac-Man. You got Pac-Baby.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. And then they have a dog named Chomp Chomp and a cat named Sourpuss.
chomp chomp.
Yeah. So yeah, it's actually like I said, not bad. So I've been enjoying it. I finished the Real Monsters. I watched all those. Those were good.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yeah, I finished those up. What else? I've been playing Shadows. Still working on AC Shadows. Still,
okay, yeah.
Still liking it. I'm starting to. The only thing is the combat in that game is kind of wonky. I don't know if I like it. It's not the. It just doesn't feel very fluid. I don't know. Not a big fan of it, but you can get like upgrades to where you can just like assassinate everybody. So once you get all that unlocked, I think it'll be pretty. I think I'll enjoy it more.
Yeah. Okay.
And what
Yeah, I
else?
haven't played like the past 5 AC games, so
They keep going back and forth. I think they kind of do like where Call of Duty, where like certain parts of the company like head, each one. Like it's not the same people doing every single Assassin's Creed. So I think this is a different company that was from Valhalla or whatever. But
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Because Mirage is so much different than Valhalla and
Yeah.
the ones before it.
The
so-
thing with Mirage was it's supposed to be DLC, so that one's a little bit different, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mirage was supposed to be DLC for Valhalla, but it just kind of grew into a full-fledged game, so they just released it that way.
Huh. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I started Mega Man 9. I didn't get very far. That game's tough, dude.
Yeah. A long time ago I went through and beat every Mega Man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time though.
Yeah, 9's pretty tough. I'm struggling. Not gonna lie.
I think 9 was tough.
Yeah. Yeah, 9's pretty tough.
I can't remember if it was 9 or 10, but I remember one of them was like extremely difficult.
Yeah, I've played 10 and I think that one's a little bit easier. It's still tough, but a little bit easier. But
actually, speaking of Mega Man, I was actually going through the soundtracks of all the Mega Mans.
Nice, yeah.
Week.
That's some good music, man.
Yeah, dude, the second one is just
the second one and the sixth one are probably my favorites.
Yeah, two's my favorite.
Yeah,
I mean it's considered one of the best.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah.
6 was pretty good too, though.
Yeah, I like 6 a lot. I think it's pretty good.
Actually, I read something about 2. I didn't know this, but 1 didn't sell that well, and so they didn't want to make a second one. But the developers pleaded, and they said, "Well, you can work on it on your own time." So,
damn. So they made the game.
So that's why 2 is probably so good because
I mean, they had to like show them off. Yeah,
it was love. It was something that they wanted to do.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
So it wasn't
like no
forced
company
for them
oversight or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a labor of love, really.
That's cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's what we've been doing. So let's go ahead and jump into the game here. So we're talking Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx 16. So Splatterhouse was originally released in the arcade in 1988 by Namco, and then 2 years later they ported it over to the TurboGrafx. I think it was on some other systems too, right? I think it was like the FM Towns Marty. Everybody remember that system? That's a pretty cool system. So we played the TurboGrafx version, PC Engine version if you want, which was developed by Namco, and in America it was published by Sharp Image Electronics. So were you guys able to complete this game?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was tough, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys beat it in hard?
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
You didn't, Jacob?
No.
I haven't yet either. I'm gonna go back and do it, but I beat it on normal mode. But I'll probably go back and beat it on hard.
It's pretty tough at first, but once you learn all the enemy placements and movements and stuff.
Just for me, it was just the bosses, man. I had a hard time with the bosses.
Yeah.
The levels themselves weren't too bad. But all right, so it's Splatterhouse is a 2D beat 'em up, where you start out. I guess you're walking in your woods with your girlfriend, and then you find this abandoned house, and you guys walk in, and you get knocked unconscious, and then you wake up with a mask on your face that you can't take off, just like the Jim Carrey movie. And you find your girlfriend's gone, so you got to go and look for your girlfriend. So it's like I said, it's a 2D beat 'em up. You can only move left and right. You can jump and punch, and then you got a special slide that you can do. That was one of the things I noticed for like a beat 'em up. This is a very simple game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, very.
Like you have 2 moves, really, like 2.5 kind of.
punch.
Yeah, you can jump, punch, you can kick, and then you can do the slide. So I guess like
Slide.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which that slide is so hard to pull off.
Yeah, it's a pain to get it, but once you get it down, it just seems to never work when you really need it to.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't figure out. Do you have to be like moving forward, right? You have to have
Yeah,
momentum
you have to have
in
like
the air.
momentum going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't just do it from a standstill.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I don't understand what the idea behind that was. Why don't they just make it down kick? Well, I guess you kick down, but I don't know. Just a weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like you could have done punch and kick at the same time, or jump and attack. I don't know. It was just a weird way to do that, I thought.
Yeah.
For something that would have been nice to have, because some of those parts, there's a lot of enemies that get around you, especially in the hard mode. It gets kind of difficult doing like
well, I don't know. Maybe it was because it was ported from an arcade.
Yeah, I wonder what the controls in the arcade is. I wonder if it's similar or not.
Yeah. Well, were they a joystick or were they?
I would assume it was joystick. Yeah.
I wonder if just like programming wise, it was just.
But I wonder if it was just 2 buttons or 3 buttons. You could have had more buttons on there.
Yeah.
The TurboGrafx only has the 2 buttons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's probably why then. Yeah.
So.
Rolling back to the opening cutscene, which I believe that's in the arcade, but this is just not in the TurboGrafx version.
Yeah, in the arcade, it actually shows you walking in, getting knocked out, and all that stuff. In this
this one just shows you a house with lightning.
The Splatterhouse, yeah.
It's on fire, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on fire?
No idea what's
or was that
going
just lightning?
I think it's just lightning at the end. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, it's on fire at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
When you beat it, yeah. That's what I'm thinking of, but yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, I didn't play the arcade one, but I just watched a quick video of it, and it looks like it's actually a pretty good, faithful port of the arcade version, other than, obviously the graphic fidelity is a little not as good, but like I'm pretty sure all the levels are there. I'm pretty sure most of the gameplay is there. The enemies, I don't think a lot of that changed, which is
I don't think anything changed.
Pretty impressive for the time.
They only changed a couple things for censorship reasons, but
yeah, and then I know the American version got a couple more changes as well.
Yeah,
but none of it's really like anything that changed the game, really. Just a couple of sprites.
Yeah, well, his mask was originally white.
Yeah,
but
yep.
And then they changed the upside down cross to a face.
Yeah, and then for some reason they took out the cleavers in all the levels, or a couple of levels, and they only had them in that one level in the TurboGrafx.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm not too sure why they did that.
Speaking of that, why did they do a 2x4 as a weapon? That's such a weird choice for me. To me, I don't. Right,
could have been like a baseball bat or something.
Yeah, right. Like something other than just a piece of wood.
That's what I thought it was at first, and then I looked at it.
Yeah,
it's just a piece of wood,
or at least like put the nail at the end of it or something.
Yeah,
just like why?
I don't know. Was that like a common trope in horror movies?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, like, those movies were creative in making bloody, gory deaths with whatever could be found, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just a weird choice to me. I guess it was just a simple thing to code and put in there, I guess.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, just a piece of
looking
wood.
sprite, yeah.
Speaking of
I don't know. I couldn't understand a baseball bat be any worse, but...
Yeah, but that's like a thing, though, It's not just a piece of wood. I don't know. It's weird to me. Although, I will say, I like how... So, to me, I was trying to think of... Can you guys think of any other, like, 2D beat-em-ups? Because when I think of beat-em-ups, it's like Streets of Rage or, like, the Turtles games where it's, like, 3D stuff,
Yeah, you have, like, the depth,
yeah. I can't really think of any other 2D beat-em-ups.
I mean, there was some, like, beat-em-ups for the Game Boy,
Yeah.
Like I think there's a Spider-Man beat 'em up on there.
Yeah, like, I guess some of this like Spider-Man. This is like a Spider-Man Genesis game stuff. I guess so, stuff like that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I just like
most of them you can like move up and down. It's not just mostly a side scroller.
The 2D beat 'em up genre does not seem very not a lot of games like that. So I thought that was kind of unique, kind of cool. I don't know if it hurts.
I think even the later Splatterhouse has changed too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like a 3D. Yep. I don't know if that hurts this game or it's good for it. You know, my biggest complaint with this game was how simple it was.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. With
I mean, once you know how to get through it, it's like a 20-minute game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's not really much to it. It's literally just 2 buttons.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's...
Which, you know, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Simple games are good.
No,
a simple game.
No, I really enjoyed playing this. I've been wanting to play this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you kind of figure everything out and it starts to get easy, it's...
Right.
You know, you kind of get over it, but...
And then, just like I said, just some kind of like, I don't know, some little bit more attacking. Your attacks would have been... I think it would have helped the game a lot.
Yeah.
And then all the weapons seemed like they were the exact same thing, you know? Like the cleaver, the 2x4, they all work the same, you know?
Yep.
I mean, they had a shotgun too, and then they had the spear, which you could throw, but...
And a rock, don't forget.
Yeah, they
that.
have the rock. Yeah.
Just pick up what were they thinking with the weapons in this game? So weird.
I don't know, man.
They had
I mean,
a wrench.
the rock makes sense. You're in a forest
I guess
area,
so. I mean, you can throw rocks.
That makes sense.
Man, that does make more sense than the 2x4, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most outrageous thing, but yeah, it's...
But there was also a wrench you could pick up and throw, too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the wrench.
There's just like one wrench
randomly
in one level.
In the middle of the house. Yeah.
Just throw that at somebody. I will say...
I mean, you're this giant buff dude.
Yeah,
so.
That's true, yeah. I guess anything's a weapon in that guy's hands, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like... I liked how, even though this is a 2D game, they had that interplay of the background and the foreground. Like when you hit people with the enemy, like with the 2x4, they go and slam up against the back wall. That was cool. I liked how they did that.
You could say splatter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, splatter. In the house.
It is cool. Like, and then the dudes chained up against the wall, like,
throw up
have
into
tummy
your path.
problems and throw up all over the floor.
Yeah, tummy problems. Yeah,
for some reason.
Yeah, the enemies were kind of cool too. They had like they had like those dogs. I don't know if you noticed, but they'll actually like eat the carcasses that you just killed.
Yeah,
they don't
cool.
come after you unless you hit them.
Yeah, and they're a pain.
Yeah, they are.
If you do hit them.
Yeah.
Which you can't jump over them, but
especially on hard.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's probably the thing I liked most about this game was the enemies, for sure. I don't know. I love retro horror games like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, because they don't really have like the graphics or, you know, the stuff that we have now. You know.
Yeah. It's cool to see what they were able to pull off with the limitations.
Yeah. So they had to make stuff look creepy or, you know, pretty unsettling.
Yeah, and this game totally gives that vibe, dude. Like the atmosphere of this game is awesome.
Yeah, they did a good job, yeah.
For creepy.
And I don't know the PC engine or the TurboGrafx that well, so I don't know like graphic wise how this stands up to other games, but I mean it looks pretty good. Yeah, you can tell, you know, what the enemies are. The backgrounds are, you know, pretty
yeah, graphically, I mean, I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looks good. So
yeah, I did like where this, you know, the scrolling. It does stop when you stop. It doesn't push you forward.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I for a beat 'em up, I don't really know a lot of beat 'em ups that have auto scroll. So that was kind of a weird thing to see. But yeah, then like once the auto scroll catches up to you, it stops. That's another thing I don't think I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah, that was odd.
It usually pushes you.
Usually push you.
I think there's like one level in the game where it doesn't do that, but I think every other one does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really surprising because usually that's a added challenge or something, but
especially with this game with all the holes that fall into the floor. So.
Yeah, you'd think they try to
don't even get me
push
started
you
on those
into
stupid
them.
holes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're a slippery before those holes.
Yeah.
Dude,
so annoying.
Yeah, I hate those.
And then the enemies hit you and they bounce you perfectly into the hole.
Castlevania knockback, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those stupid girl ghosts that drop the skulls on you.
Yeah, I know. That room with the dogs and the girl ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
The kennel or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. I always try to go up. I never go down.
I do too, yeah. But I always get knocked down for some reason. With that stupid...
Yeah, that level was cool too because it's split.
There's
That
like
was a
multiple
cool level.
paths. Yeah.
Yeah, the stage 5. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. There's like a water level, and then you go into like the kennels or
Mhm.
whatever it's called, and then you can go up top, just like I guess the attic area.
Yeah, and you can fight
Something.
you can fight dark versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Those mirror versions. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hate how they can slide and jump.
Yeah, right.
But
You
you
can't do that,
can't.
but
Yeah.
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 And they have more range than you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you're punching and they're punching, and they're gonna hit you.
Yep. The best
When you
part
can't
was
reach 'em.
though. The best part of this game though is where you can admire yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
You can look
You can
back.
press up.
Yeah,
and you
look
can
into
look in the mirror.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. What was the point of that?
I have no idea.
There's only like 2 instances where you pick up weapons to do that for, but
Yeah, and they probably just kept it and they coded it that way, and they thought it was
Okay,
funny, I
yeah.
guess, with the mirrors. I don't know. I don't think there was much thought in it, honestly. Yeah, so you play through a level, right? And they're pretty short levels. Like the stage 5 has some branching paths and everything, but it's still not that long of a level. And then once you get through all the screens, you get to a boss. And so every level ends on a boss. And some of them were pretty difficult, man. I don't know about you guys, but I struggled with some of those bosses, man.
the biggest one I had troubles with was Chainsaw Hand Man. Or
Yeah, Piggy Man.
Piggy Man.
Yeah, Piggy
Yeah.
Man.
He was the hardest for me for some reason.
He's not too bad. You just got to get those guns over there.
Yeah. Well, I figured him out.
Yeah.
but
If you just-
eventually, but
you can keep the first shotgun without shooting anything and then get it over there to him, you can just kill him easily.
Yeah, he's easy. Yep.
yeah.
For me, it was a stupid face with all the floating faces or whatever, man. I don't know what is about that boss, but
You have to stand in just the right spot.
it doesn't matter because they'll come at your feet and then your face and everything. I don't know. I struggled with that one a
so-
lot.
Each ghost goes to a different area.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
So the one with the eyes goes low, and then the other 2 go up.
Just couldn't
So if
figure
you
that one
can,
out.
if you can watch them fly off the screen and you can predict where they're gonna go.
That and your girlfriend.
Shoot, that one I didn't have that one I got right away.
Really? I don't know, man.
Yeah, me too.
I am struggling.
Yeah. That one wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
But level 6 was the worst for me.
Dude, I hate that level.
I hated that level.
Really? That's the one I didn't have
Mhm.
that big of a problem with that one.
It's such a simple level. It's just straightforward, but it's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the RNG and those things are annoying, but
And dude, on hard, it's like 10
Yeah.
times harder.
Because you can just sit there and spam the button and you feel like you're doing nothing.
Well, it's not even like the hits. It spawns so many more of those.
yeah, I haven't played it on
Baby
hard yet, so
things.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
man,
I did find
hate
out
that level.
though is when they're floating and they hit the ground and they're born, whatever you want to call it. If you walk into them, they don't hurt you.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
even know that.
they don't hurt you if you walk into them.
Only if they
the-
jump into you.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I figured out, and that helped me so
Huh.
much.
Well,
I
that's
don't-
weird.
Because I thought I got screwed and walking into one or whatever, but I didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
So it gives you a little bit more time to move around or plan where you want to go, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that helped out a lot. But I still hate that level. That's probably my least
Yeah,
favorite level.
I don't know why. I think it's just because it should be so simple, but it's frustrating.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I hate it so much.
I think it's just because it's so different
It's just so
from the
random.
rest of the game.
There's a lot of randomness
Yeah.
in that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like all the other
But it's-
levels, you
it's
can
just-
like you're like, oh, this is here, and then that one is just like, well, have fun.
Yeah. Yep. The fact that they can float over you and
Yeah.
just instantly, as soon as they're over you, they just fall to the ground. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's annoying. It's
Yeah, and
annoying.
if they're anywhere over you, you're screwed. You're gonna get hit.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
because
You're
they're
getting
way
away from
faster
them
than
is
you
all.
are.
Yeah, or they just follow you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could just
Yeah.
slide away
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
without having to
but
jump.
that takes like 3 seconds to do. So.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm saying
you have
without having to
10
jump,
feet in
yeah,
the air. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that too.
the way it should have been. Anyway. Yeah.
It's
and then-
funny on the last boss, the first like 2 times I fought him, I was just straight up punching him, and all those, I don't know, what is that, bricks or whatever
The
that falls
rocks,
down from
yeah,
the
the
sky.
rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they hit me, but they didn't do any damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Your game, bro.
and then And then I randomly got hit by him, and I'm like, what? What's going on here?
You got to blow in your hue card.
I don't know what happened, man.
I hate that boss because I can't get the achievement for it.
Yeah.
What? Don't get
The
hit?
it's
It's
the
all
RNG.
yeah.
You just have to be so lucky. Because
Yeah, I
the
think-
first time not the first time. The second time I fought him, is I got as close as I could to him and just kept spamming the hit button, and the rocks didn't spawn. They didn't spawn close to him. So I was like, oh, okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
Yeah, and then every other single time I fought him, they spawned right there, and I got hit.
Yeah, you got to
I was
get
like, oh.
lucky.
Yeah, I was like,
That's weird.
oh, okay.
I think if you punch him fast enough, it I don't know, it helps.
You gotta be
Because I
frame
noticed that's what
perfect.
I was doing.
You got to be frame
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, even then, they just spawn wherever they want. Sometimes they spawn off the screen.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they're just not even on the screen. You can see one in the corner of the screen, and that's it. But once he spawns his hands on like the last two,
Yeah, the hands are a
goes.
pain in the butt.
and you have to jump, and you jump into the rocks.
Yeah. When you have to punch him and dodge
Yeah.
the rocks and the
Yeah.
hands.
You just have to get lucky that they just don't spawn where you stand.
hmm
So that's annoying. That's just a lucky achievement.
Yeah. I think you just kind of like focus on dodging instead of, hitting. And just hit when you can, when you know you can. I
Yeah.
think so.
But even then, like I said, when he spawns his hands, you have to stand in the middle.
Yeah.
And if those stupid rocks spawn in the middle and they fall down, you're screwed. You're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
So it's luck. But other than that, he's not hard.
I don't
He
know if you
really
can
isn't.
maybe like force the hands to spawn away from him or something like that. Like if you stand in
Yeah.
a certain area, they'll spawn over there instead of close to him.
Yeah, you can kinda
Maybe
do that,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, like try to cheese it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't tried too much on that achievement.
I haven't either.
I was trying to beat it on hard tonight before we recorded, but
Jacob, you have any words on difficulty or anything?
The game is tough. You definitely have to study your enemies and learn them, and especially the bosses. They have all their own unique patterns and stuff. So, but yeah, as you guys are saying, like once you get the pattern down, it's not too hard. You can definitely do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game is difficult, but it's just its shortness. It's so short, so it's not like it's not infuriating. I didn't think so.
I mean, Chainsaw Man was getting me mad, but
Piggy Man,
Piggy Man,
Piggy Man, yeah.
call him by his
Piggy,
name, bro.
Piggy Man.
Piggy Man. Yeah, I mean, I got fed up a few times too, but I never got like break the controller in half, man.
No, yeah. Well, it was funny because I played all last week and I was doing fine, and then I picked it up today and I was just sucking.
Yeah,
so I
that
was
happens sometimes. Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm not going to be able to get anything done today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have that momentum
Yeah,
because it's just that type of game where you learn it. It's so easy because
Yeah.
it's
I
the
think I was-
same thing over and over
Yeah.
again.
yeah.
I mean, it's an arcade game.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I think I was just trying to rush, and that just doesn't work.
no, it doesn't. Not in this game. No.
No, I tried doing that too, and you can't.
Let's go ahead and talk about graphics, and we'll kind of just throw sound together in this one because there's not too much in this game. Like we said, the graphics are. I mean, they're good. They look good. There's a creepy, like I said, a creepy atmosphere.
Mhm.
The enemy sprites are pretty cool. I like the enemies in this game.
Yeah, they were all, like all torn up, zombified,
Mm-hmm.
creepy looking for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's something I want to mention. So the back of the box says it's appropriate for ages 10 and up. Do you guys think that's still? Do you think that's true after playing this game?
I mean, realistically, this game isn't like extremely gory. It's just kind of disturbing.
Yeah. What do you think, Ryan, Jacob? Is this appropriate for 10 and up?
Yeah, as Eric said, it's not like gory or too violent, but it has some
Yeah.
disturbing stuff in it. It's like maybe not 10, maybe like 12, 13.
Yeah.
I would let my kid play that because then, they'll kind of know that Yeah, it's just a video game. None of those monsters are real.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know if I would let my 10-year-old play it, but like, I don't know, my 12, 13-year-old, yeah, I think they'll be all right.
Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because now when we look at that game, it's to compare to the games now, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's.
I mean, out of all of us, Eric's the only one who actually has a child, but
Well, yeah.
Honestly, to me, I think this game's laughable. Like compared to stuff nowadays, this is baby mode stuff. I don't think there's anything. I think 10 years old is totally fine for this, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. There's no blood or anything like that.
I mean, there's a little
maybe
bit
back
but
then.
I was gonna say
Maybe
back then
this was pretty extreme.
When this game came out, I don't know if 10 would have been good, appropriate back then.
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit low, but yeah, by today's standards, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
So today's rating would probably be like a T.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was funny because we talked about that. So I was just curious after playing it what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, it wasn't too much other than that. The other thing was the, sound. So we got sound. The music's fine. Personally, I don't think really much to write home about,
No.
Mm-mm.
It fits the vibe though. I mean,
Yeah, it's got like that, like an 80s, like the B movie kind of music. That's what it sounds like to me. So, it definitely fits the game. And then I did like how the pause noise was like a Jason like slashing noise or something. That was pretty cool. I like that.
yeah.
I thought that was a cool little thing. Yeah, not much else there. You guys got anything else?
No, I mean it's pretty fitting music, but
Yeah,
it's average. I think in some of the levels the tempo speeds up to when you get like closer to finishing that section of it.
yeah, it does do that. Yeah.
Like that first water level, it goes faster and faster. But
Yep. And actually, there was a
other
couple.
than that, it's
Sorry, I was gonna mean to cut you off, but there was a couple of things where the music actually played out with the scene, like in the first boss with the leeches or whatever.
Worms or whatever.
Yeah, the music actually ended with the when the boss fight ended, and then the thing jumped out at you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool how they they put the action with the music together. That was pretty cool. I thought it was a cool little thing they had there. I think we'll.
I just we'll eventually get to the other ones, 2 and 3. I really do want to play those. That's where they look like they.
Yeah. And we got to play the Chibi
pick up
one
and
too.
get a little bit more. Yeah, I do.
Gotta play the Chibi one, bro.
I'm down to play all of them.
Yeah.
The one on the PS3 was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I need to play that one. I do want to play that one.
It was awesome. That game was pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you play. I watched you play it a little bit, and it looked cool.
And that Lamb of God song in there, oh, so good.
What song is in there?
Walk with Me in Hell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, dude.
oh, what? That's in there?
Yeah, I put that on constant repeat. It fits the game so good.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Oh, also, there's a vinyl track for this one, and the cover art for it looks like a Waking the Cadaver album art. It's awesome looking, dude.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, that would fit. I can see how that would fit. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like identical to that art style.
Okay, let's talk the achievements. Did you guys master this game?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Nope, but I'm close.
Yeah, I haven't either. I gotta beat the game in hard and then do a couple. What'd you guys think of this set?
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the last game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Symphony of the Night. Anybody wondering?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the achievements aren't, ridiculous, but
yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just play the game good,
Mm-hmm.
There's only like a couple. I think you have to beat the game in hard without dying. That's probably gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, I can't even do it without using a continue.
Yeah, I know, right? So
yeah, I got
that
one
achievement
of those.
is worth 100 points.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. I beat medium without a continue, so
You beat
but
the
that's the only one I got from those
Wow.
three of them. So I only got 4 left, and that's beating the last boss without getting hit, and then no continue and not dying. But
yeah, some of those
those are
boss
tough.
ones are tough too.
Yeah, those 4 are pretty tough. Those are the 4 that I have left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, a simple set for a simple game, so can't complain too much.
Yeah, the no boss hits are, once you learn them, they're not too bad.
Yeah, it's just a lot of practice. That's all this is.
The slide kick thing was weird. The 100 enemies.
Yeah, I don't know. As long as you don't reset the game, you can just keep doing it.
Yeah, but you can die and then just go to the home screen and then just do it
Yeah,
again.
I'm just saying, as long as you don't reset the actual like emulator,
Yeah.
you can just keep doing it.
Oh, really? I thought it was not game over or anything.
Nope.
Huh, okay.
You can just
Yeah,
keep dying
no,
and
it's
restarting over and over.
Okay.
I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or what, but
Yeah, I don't know.
The 170 points is a little tough to get to. Also.
Yeah. Well, when you beat the final boss, you get 100,000 points.
Yeah, but that means you have to beat the game without continuing. So
Yeah.
which is what I did to get that.
Mm-hmm. Do you get more points in hard mode?
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
I don't think you do.
Well, enemies have 2 hits though, so did they just like reduce the amount of points you get for every hit or something?
Well, you only get points for killing, not hitting.
Yeah.
No, you get for every punch.
If you kill them.
I'm pretty sure if you punch them in hard mode and you don't kill them, you get like half the points or something.
No, I'm pretty sure you only get points if you kill them.
Mm.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they're the same.
All right, we'll have to look into that. I'm not going to because I don't care. Anyway.
It's not that important.
No, it's not. Did you guys enjoy the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's pretty forward, simple game, but it's got a good charm to it. For a good 80s horror, you can pretty much tell that's what it is. I mean, the Jason mask and just the creepy,
the Evil Dead chainsaw hands.
Yeah. It's got a good charm to it, even though it's it's short and simple, but yeah, short and sweet. So yeah,
I did too. Yeah, it's just a simple arcade beat 'em up, and it's a very well done port of an arcade beat 'em up. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Would you guys recommend it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're into that like 80s slasher theme, then it's a good game for that.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's so simple to play. It's 2 buttons.
Yeah.
So.
But it doesn't mean it's easy.
No, yeah, it's still hard to play, but it's a very simple game to get into. So yeah, I think I would recommend it too. Jacob?
Yeah, I recommend it. I'd say like maybe try another like beat 'em up from this time period, because like I don't know, I just think like some of the other beat 'em ups that came out during this time are like better. But I mean, this is definitely it's still a good beat 'em up, simple and stuff. So if you find like I don't know, if you play like the Ninja Turtles beat 'em ups and you find that to be a little too much, or like there's just too much stuff, you can play like Splatterhouse. It's more simple. So
yeah, yep, I can agree with that. Let us know what you guys thought about the game. Did you enjoy it? Would you recommend it? And then we'll go ahead and move on to our next game. All right, so the next game we're going to be playing is Crusader of Senti for the Sega Genesis. What do you guys know about this game?
Not much.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty much nothing.
I think I just seen a video of it and it looked pretty cool.
Yeah. Jacob?
yeah, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So.
I know a little bit about it. I know it's supposed to be kind of like a Zelda clone for the Genesis. I know Atlas, the company, they do a ton of like JRPG imports into America. They did a ton of like old school like JRPG translations in American, like imported them into America. So but I don't know if they actually developed this one or they just also imported this one as well. So, all right. So here's the front of the case here. It's got what looks like a big tablet, like an ancient Egyptian tablet on it, and then like a sword with a dragon hilt, I guess, or like a snake hilt.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool. And it says action RPG adventure game.
I mean, this pretty much describes what you're getting into. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if I seen this when I was a kid, I'd be like, dude, this looks awesome.
Yeah, the cover art's pretty cool. It doesn't really like. I would think this would be like an Egyptian game or something with the way the artwork looks on here. Like, ooh,
True.
Which I love Egyptian stuff. So yeah, I would have been all about this game.
I like the big banana on the bottom right there.
Banana?
What?
Oh, the bird's wings? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it looks like a banana.
Bro, are you hungry or something? You know?
Yeah, always, dude.
Yeah.
You know that.
All right. Yeah. I don't really know too much what the game would be. I mean, I'm assuming you would have a sword, have some kind of sword to fight enemies with.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell much, but
No, not too much. All right. Well, usually it's the back that's where all the information is. So let's see what's got back here.
Yep.
Battle evil from the dawn of time. Long ago, before man walked the earth, there existed foul creatures that survived in the shadows and darkness that permeated the earth's surface. Eventually, light shot down from the heavens, and the creatures who had lived in the darkness for thousands of years were unable to survive. Some managed to find refuge from the light in deep dark caverns extending towards the center of the earth. There they multiplied, evolved, and waited for the day they could return to the earth's surface and rule once again. Your name is Corona, and it is your 14th birthday. By the law of the king, you must go out and fight the invading creatures. But using brawn will not be enough. As you search the land for truth, your destiny as a hero begins to unfold. Animal allies will give you new powers and strength. Outwit sorcerers, travel through time, and gain valuable knowledge to change the delicate balance of Earth's fate. All right, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I wonder what the creature or the animal allies. I wonder if it's like Pokemon. We have to catch them or something.
oh yeah. Yeah, and they like fight for you and stuff. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if that's what that's like. I see this weird blob-looking creature over here, and that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned this game that kind of looks like Zelda. I mean, these screenshots here on the back really do. It kind of looks like a Link to the Past for the SNES. And like this description, you know, sounds like a fantasy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, this was literally supposed to be like the Genesis Zelda. I'm pretty sure that's how they made the game.
Yeah, they were selling so well. They needed more on the Genesis.
Mm-hmm. It says, enormous game with over 40 hours of enchanting gameplay. Dozens of major and minor characters interact with, multiple mind-boggling challenges. Discover the secret combinations of your powerful animal allies. Ooh, we can save our progress with the battery backup RAM and gain new powers to increase the potency of your magic sword. That was a big thing back then, bro. Saving your progress with the battery backup.
Yeah.
You know what's wild is some of those games I still have Genesis cartridges that still have the save on them. It's just a little watch battery in there and they still are going strong. It's crazy.
That's impressive.
They must just like use no power at all.
They don't. They just use a tiny little bit to save the game and then
still what, 30 something years?
Yeah, it's 30 years, yeah, and the save is still there. It's crazy.
It's crazy. You know, I was just thinking about that because I have my Pokemon Silver on my Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to test it out to see if the battery still worked in it.
I was just about to say the Game Boy games aren't as good.
No, they're not, yeah.
Because you have Crystal, right?
That's what I meant, Crystal.
Crystal, yeah. I have Silver and mine went out, 10, 12 years ago. So
yeah.
I don't know what they've used differently, if they're smaller batteries or what, but they don't last.
I don't know. They might have been pumped out cheaper too. Who knows?
They're pretty big batteries.
I don't know. I think every Game Boy game I have does.
I think it's like a
not have
CR
saves.
230/22 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah,
it's like the batteries that are in the key remotes.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it right here in my Crystal. So
yeah,
since it's clear,
that's a pretty big battery.
It could have been just the way that it powered the memory too. Could have been a different way.
Yeah, it's newer, so
yeah, who knows?
Because did these Game Boy games have more memory than a Genesis?
No, probably not.
No. Okay.
But that doesn't have anything to do with our next game, so I don't know why we're talking.
Oh, I don't know.
We got off on a tangent there. But yeah, we do
Going
that a
on
lot.
Game Rant, bro.
We do that a lot. I know. That's all right.
It's game related.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just messing with it. It's fine. I don't care. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. It sounds cool. It looks cool. I'm down to play it. So
I like the K to A rating.
That's cool. Kids to adults, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I also like how it says online support for own forum on American Online.
Where do you see that? Oh yeah,
it's underneath the recyclable.
For Atlas, yeah.
Keyword Atlas. Wonder if you can find that in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
I might have to look for that, see if I can find that. All right. Well, join us next week, or not next week, but just join us for the next episode. Let us know what you guys think of the upcoming game. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it too, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.